Go figure I'd spill everything. I reckon I will sit here and knit a little bit until somebody comes on here and talk to you about how busy I've been. It's crazy busy this time of year. Um, I was able to do a few things out in the garden. I hate tailing things over and over again, so maybe I just will wait. And I don't know. I'll tell you, I've really thoroughly enjoyed learning how to knit. This is this has been a fun thing for me. I've knitted a lot of neat stuff, but I switched off and now I'm just knitting and I'm making something else. When people get on here, I'll be showing you what I've been making. Seemed kind of weird today. I've been kind of lazy all day. Just not feeling quite myself. And if y'all know me very well, I have nervous energy. That's why I'm sitting here knitting, waiting for people to come in because I feel like I'm rambling if I don't um, see somebody that I'm actually talking to. I know it sounds crazy, but anyways, I'm going to put this down for now. Hello, baby. I feel like my head's still exploding. Honey, do you think I should turn this light on or not? Does that look better? Or is that too bright? Too much? Oh, that's what I thought too. I wish I had done a what do you call those things? StreamYard so that I could pull you up on here. So I have to tell you, uh, they're having their meeting Tuesday night, which is tomorrow night. If you want to go with me, that's what I tried to call you about earlier, and my brain forgot about what I was calling you about. I got squirrels out there in the tree knocking the black spodies down. Hey, Teresa. How are you today, darling? Oh, thank you, baby. It's super sweet. I need more videos being played, but I don't know. I'm working and making some lunch. Ah, you're eating lunch late today, ain't ya? Are you still doing your keto thingy real good? You really kicked butt last week and you beat Ashley. I'm so proud of you. I have been sneezing like crazy all day long. I went outside and started working a little bit, trying to push past the pain. My hip is really killing me, Teresa, and my head's killing me too because of there's just something that's blooming that's driving me crazy. I'm sure, and so I want to show you what I've been making, girlfriend. Isn't that beautiful? Little Christmas ornaments. I'm gonna try to make up enough of these, and maybe next year I can sell them at the picnic. Oh, stay away from that popcorn. Take you some, take you some carrots or something. I tried to teach Virginia how to do this, but unfortunately, I still have to make the little hanging thingy to come out of it, and I have to put a pin in the end. Hey Susan, but I think they turned out gorgeous. I really do. I love it. And you'll never believe me when I say this. Well, maybe you might, because you know what a hoarder I am when it comes to crafts and material and stuff. I bought this material half off many many years ago, and I think I got it. I think if I remember correctly, the price was $1 a yard on this material, and they're both the same pretty much. I think. I think I did them both the same. Yep. Um, so I think they turned out absolutely gorgeous, and so I'm gonna make more of those and try to sell them at the thingy. But there's a lot of material on there, and everything that I bought. I mean, everything that I've got on here, other than the stick pins, which I had stick pins and I didn't know it, but I did buy stick pins to use on it. Um, were were all stuff that I've had in my stash for a long, long time, and I just absolutely love that shiny, glittery type of stuff. Oh, what is that? It's not Rick Rack. It's the brain won't think. It's lace. Brain dead. Here I'm brain dead. Um, so, oh, and I did buy the balls. You get the balls in a package of 6 for $5 and something. So the balls themselves are $1 a piece. I'd love to find those somewhere on sale. I can remember when those used to be like 5 cents a piece. I could go to Joann Fabrics and buy all of them I wanted to when I first started doing these things. Let's see, the first ones I made was probably, let's see, 40 years ago, maybe 38, 38 years ago. Sorry, 38 years ago, I think. And I've been making and making and making these. This one I made too small, but I wanted to make a smaller one to try it for my hand. I still got to tuck the thingies, because if I can make them smaller for me, and that's got a piece of leaf on it. I think that's a leaf. No, it's a piece of the fabric from the little balls. If I can make these smaller for my hand, then I use less material, right? But these are the best washcloths I've ever used. My granddaughter has about half of a dish rag made. She is going pretty good. Yay! She's actually crocheting. Wow. That is awesome. I am going to, once I finish this one that I've got started, I am going to try and crochet some and see if let's see if it'll work. If it'll be just as good, because I can crochet faster than I can knit. So I am just been so slam busy. I just don't even know, and I know that's why. Yes, that's the seeds, David. Roselle seeds hanging there drying. Hey, let's see. You haven't been on a while. I got to remember your name. Melissa's coming to my mind, but I'm not sure. Creative Minds. Yeah, she is. I have to correct her and get her back on track now, and then she's going pretty good for 7 years old. Melissa, yay! I got it right. Teresa, you got more patience than I do. I try to teach Alora, and I try to teach Olivia too. Now, Lindsay, she didn't ask me to learn, but maybe if I put them in my lap and do it with them and them watch me, and maybe it'll be, I don't know. I'm gonna try again whenever I got Laura here by myself and nobody else is around. That way we're not, you know. And I'm gonna. She wanted to go right into making something, so that's what we were trying to do. So maybe I'll just get her really doing a chain stitch and getting that down pat with some of my old thread. I think it is the will to do it. She really wanted to learn it bad. Yeah, that was me whenever I was a kid. I really wanted to learn what my mom was doing. And my mom was making, I mean, I wanted to make them so that I could make all the money instead of, I don't know if I ever told you guys this. My mom used to make these little uh, we call them toilet paper dolls because they were these little like plastic dolls that she would make this dress to, and it was so beautiful. It was strapped dress, and then it flared out, and you put toilet paper underneath there to hold the flare out. And then she would make these little soap doggies, and she had a little chain to them. And I used to go door to door and I'd sell them for $10 a piece, I think back then. Let's say it was $5 or $10, maybe even $5. But um I made good money doing that stuff when I was a kid. I just have them in my little wagon and take them door to door. And me and my grandma used to um, do paint art where they were in these little tubes and it rolled like a pin, the paint out, and we would make uh, pillowcases and stuff like that. And I would put them all in my little buggy and take them off and sell them. Uh, hello, Barb. Hey, Linda. Are you guys getting notifications? I don't know if y'all are getting notifications or not. Hello, Heather. How are you? Happy New Year to you too. You didn't get one, Melissa. I'm sorry. I don't know why they're not sending out the notifications. I'm not getting notifications. That's annoying. Well, make sure that you've got the little bell ring so that you get the notifications. Sometimes they'll turn those off. So, those of you guys that weren't in when I showed these, this is my new projects that I'm making. They're Christmas balls. I can make them for Easter or any holiday, depending on the material that I use. But I thought I'm going to make a whole bunch of these up. Not all of them are going to be the same. These are really, they're kind of pricey to make, but um, I've got the material. I've had the material for years. Like I said, I only bought um, um, the balls and the pins. And the reason why I bought more pins is because I didn't realize I had brand new ones unopened yet. And you definitely don't want to use pins that are older because they rust. So you want to make sure that these stay away from damp stuff because pins rust. Now, you know, I'm sorry, Barb. Hey, Susie, how are you? Looky here what I've been making, girl. In this gorgeous little ornaments. I still got to make the hanger to go with them, but kind of makes your fingers a little sore too, pushing all them pins in. They're so much fun though. I love them. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of them up for the next September picnic. Very pretty. One of my subscribers made me a pink one I hung on my tree every year. Oh, awesome. I've been making these for about, I was thinking like 38 years now. That's okay. That's okay, Barb. That's I can't even speak into my phone because it never comes out right. Oh, they're easy. They're so easy. Maybe I should do a. I think I'll do a little video on it, on how easy it is. But You can do them either ironed or not ironed. I prefer to iron them because it's easier for me to get them right where I want them and make sure that they're laid out right. Thank you, Linda. They're so easy. You start out with four and then you just keep going out until you get to the middle, half of it done, and then you go to the other side and do the other thing. Now, the one thing that's hard is getting them exactly straight, the points straight across from each other, you know? It's hard to get that point straight across. Now, also, I don't know if you guys can see that knot on my finger right there. Um, I don't know what that is, but it is causing pain in that finger. So I had to push them in with my right finger instead of my left finger. Let's see. My mom used to make those, Kathy. She bought such a sweet oh, it bought such a sweet memory back. Hey there. I just go by HCC mostly. Yeah, it does hurt. And I don't know if that's because I've been doing a lot of crocheting and stuff too. I have been having Rice Krispie crinkling in my left ear, about to drive me nuts, trying to figure out what to do about it. Yeah, I would say that's the same symptoms that I've got, and it's probably allergies. Are you starting to snipple? That or you've gotten water in your ear and your ear's starting to get infected. Um, I would I would go on a warm cloth. Um, I always heat up a dishcloth in the microwave and put it on my ear when it helps things to run out. I remember my mom making pillows out of towels where she put dozens of tucks in the fabric to make them fancy. She also made fabric flowers by shaping wire into pearls and stems and glue fabric on. Okay, that sounds cool. All right, now, Susan, what are you taking back and retracting? I didn't get to see it. I am so exhausted, though. I've been so busy. Um, but on a good note, we're getting more help out at Walt, so I'm going to be taking more time off. I have Virgo a couple of times a year and had a earache about a month ago, but never had this snap crackle pop before. I think it's infection in there bubbling. That's what I think. I would definitely use a warm compress on it just to see what happens. Me too. I just you know, if VA is going to pay for him to have somebody to come out, it's going to make it easier on all of us. Oh, Susie, I bet those are pretty. Yes. I've seen them before too. And they are pretty. Hello, Nancy. David, are you still in here? Oh. My bees are doing pretty good out there. The new bees that I brought in did not stay, but I seen um uh um what do you call it? One of the bee people were talking about adding on another um what do you call it? Um box, deep box, and splitting it up in the spring, making two hives. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add another box to that and just let the bees build that out. And because we've got a beautiful winter here, we got a lot of things for them to eat and all that kind of stuff. I bought supplies to make those crazy walking marionette duck like birds, but I haven't made any yet. Remember those? Marionette like birds. Well, yeah, I do remember um where you put them on a stick and make them walk and carry on. Yeah, I do remember those. That's what you're talking about. I have nervous energy. I can't, it's very difficult for me to sit and not do something while I'm sitting. Even when I'm watching TV, I'm crocheting or knitting or doing those. I did those last night. The hardest part on these is, I would say, the ironing because I iron mine. Um, how I get them to look like that? Let me see if I got one that I can show you. All those beautiful little things start out with a square like this, and then you split it in half like so. We'll try to get it to stay by creasing it. And then you want to pull it down. I do this towards myself. And then, oops, I think I got it. Yep, down like so. And then you pull the other arm down like so. And then you put a pin at the top and pin that to the thing. And then you pin this one and then this one. And then you put one right next to it and you start out with four. It doesn't matter what color you start out with. But I started out with the green. See? And you just put that there and then you put the next four around. And then the next one, you offset it so that it will go, you know, where this one is. And then I do all the way around. Some people do another one and then the next one they do. So I can change it up a little bit by what I put on. And I don't have to keep all the same colors. I can keep changing colors every time I go for a next round of pleats. It's pretty cool. But I iron all mine out before I put them together because it makes a more crisp, nice look to it. Oh yes, okay, cool. I'm glad I thought you were that's what you were talking about. Yeah. Let's see here. I just bought some more red heeled socks to make sock monkeys too. I like the heavy hunting sock weight with the sorry, curly lining. They make beautiful monkeys. Yeah, I have never made those. I need to I need to try that. I can't remember what I was doing to going to ask you. My phone is messed up after I hit send. The sock monkeys. Are those called quilted star ornaments? I think so. I don't really know. I've never really called them anything. Hey Glenn. I'll tell you, it's still very difficult to walk. I told David today I'd like to go and get a massage and see if that would help. But the place that I used to go to doesn't have any um doesn't have any spaces. So they have one opening this week and that was tomorrow at noon. I should have went ahead and took it and took the day off tomorrow. I have been finishing up crochet projects that I have put aside. Good for you. It's always nice to have something finished. I'm telling you, it's so rewarding. I started making a family of Gone with the Wind sock monkeys. I started with Mammy, and she was a hoot. Red taffia, petticoat, white bandana, etc. I bought green fabric for Scarlett's picnic dress. Oh, how about a chiropractor? Yes, that was one of the things David and I were talking about, and um, I haven't been to a chiropractor in years. I mean, years. So you got to do that first thingy. And what I hate about going to chiropractors is they want you to come back every week. I don't have that kind of money, so I need to call around and find out um, if my insurance will pay for it and that sort of thing. Years ago, I just paid I think it was like a $10 copay or something like that. I paid my doctor, and now if I go back to him I have to pay like $150 just to see him the first time. I'm sure they are, Linda. I don't know if you've seen any of the work that Susie does, but it is really, really beautiful work. She's a very talented artist when it comes to crafts and crocheting, or I don't know. Do you knit too, or do you just crochet? I've got to go down sometime today. I've got to go to the Hobby Lobby. Y'all want to know what I had for breakfast today? And I have to tell you, I'm so excited. I have 9 chickens, and guess how many eggs I got today? One of my plans this year is to learn to knit. Yep, you got it. 9 is to learn to knit and try diamond painting. You know what? Um, this little girl Kim Asquith that we um she was a friend of mine's daughter, and we used to take her back and forth to church, her and her little sister Stacy, on the Sunday school bus. She put up on Facebook some of that. And I didn't know what it was. I had to go back and back and back and back until she finally said what she was doing. It was so funny because she shows the pictures of what she does, but she didn't say that it's paint art, or anything like that. So I didn't know. It almost looks like what did they call it? Creel or something like that from years ago. 9 eggs. Yep, I got 9 eggs. Got to fire up the weed whacker soon and get back to work. Oh, I wish I could draw flies. That's about it. My creativity starts and ends with a sense of humor. Hi, Julie. That's cute. We are getting 3 a day again, finally. Yay! I have hand knitted a bit, not my favorite. Sweater, slippers, baby stuff. I recently got some circular knitting machines that I've been using lately for some hats and headbands. Yes, I thought about getting, years ago, I used to have a knitting machine, but I don't know whatever happened to it. But this is 19 hens. Yes, but I mean, I had mine for a long time and they weren't doing nothing. And you got babies just like me, Teresa. You don't have a lot of older hens. So they just may not be old enough to start laying. I had to take that off. It is really itching me and bothering my skin. Does yours ever do that, Teresa? Mine is so like, look at it. It just eat up. It's like the band is just eating up. It's crazy. Linda's too late. I'm getting this overwhelming growth in order. Teresa, add some sunflower seeds to their feed. Yeah, that is weird about the band. Yep, I know. I guess that's the sweat or something other that makes me itch. My daughter just arrived to pick up baby Ilsa, so I've been babysitting. Oh, that's awesome. I need to get some food too. Thanks for the chat, friends. All right. See you later, Susie. Thanks for coming in, honey. And kiss that baby. Okay, here is the update. I am on a heart monitor for a week. to see what is going on. That's very good, Nancy. David was in the same thing. Um, he had a heart monitor, and I have some good news. Um, is my um computer flashing? I have not noticed it flashing, David. Uh, here's some good news. David heart monitoring thingy came out awesome, and so did his blood work. So I'm very, 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 very pleased about that. And Teresa will try it. Her name is pronounced Isla. Oh, that's beautiful, but spelled Isla, like island. Island. Oh, okay. It's popular in Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and recently listed as number 36 on the US most popular girls' names. Wow, go figure. There is a reflection on the wall behind you. Yeah, I saw that a while ago, but I don't see it now. Um, but you know what? I didn't look to see whether that was doing that whenever that reflection was on there. Susie, she is a beautiful child, baby. Yes, she is. So exciting news. I sent my 23 and me in the mail. It has arrived to the company, but they haven't opened it yet. Oh, okay. Let's see. Susan, oh, thank you. You won't get an argument out of me. Bye, all. All right, Susie, talk to you later. The reflection looks like ceiling fan. Yes, probably is. I'm sorry. It's kind of warm here. Let's see what the temperature is. 77. Let's see. Doctor said that he hasn't seen a calcium score as low as mine. I guess I'll keep eating weeds for heart health. Yes, baby. You just keep on eating your weeds. That could be 6 acres. Wow, David, that is very interesting. Yes, and let me explain why that is so interesting. His brothers and his mother, all of them have had trouble with their with their with their levels, and all of them had had heart problems. But David has been eating weeds for years. I started him out. Let me tell you, he got diverticulitis one time, really super bad, and the doctors could not heal him. And I did some research, got got a hold of a lady that did colonics and stuff, and we were going to set him up for a colonic. And the more I talked to her, the more we decided that possibly he needed to do more like herbal thingy. So she suggested me using golden seal. So I did some research on golden seal and decided that's the way we would go. So I went over to the health co-op over in Cocoa Beach. I think it's called Appleseed or something like that co-op, and Appleseed Health Store, something like that. And I bought him. Now this is when we were like tight on money all the time, and I think we spent like $20 or $30 on some. I spent $20 or $30 on some pills for him to take of golden seal, and let me tell you, it healed him right away, and he has never had any more problem with it. Now, after it healed, he also was selling. He went in with another guy and was selling go Nature Sunshine. I think it was it called, wasn't it, babe? Nature Sunshine, uh, vitamins and herbs and stuff. And one of the things he started taking, right away after he got all healed up and everything. He started taking slippery elm, which my girlfriend had suggested, and there was another one, wasn't there, babe, that you were taking too? And what it does is it cleans the colon and helps it to make a mucus for your 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 stool to pass through the colon without getting stuck. So I talk about some really weird things on here, don't I? But I'll tell you, I got this. I I'm so excited. Yes, Nature's Sunshine Special Formula, and it had like walnut shells and all kind of stuff in there. So I mean, people have been using it for many, 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 many years in full force, but they just didn't really. We didn't really. We took things, but we didn't really get involved in learning everything. God has cures out there for everything we need to learn more foraging. Yes, we do. And things that we don't even have to forage, all we have to do is grow it and tincture it. I want to tell you something. I'm so excited, and I am going to tincture some today if I can get enough leaves off of my stuff. I'm going to tell you about it. Cool. I will have to look that one up. I don't even know if that company still exists, Nancy, but you can look it up. Seems to me like we did see it several years back. But anyways, okay. So let's see here. Um how do I do this? Okay, I'm gonna go back to my YouTube and I'm gonna look at my library because I want to show you the um the lady's name, the channel name is Old Ways Garden. Whoops. Old Ways Gardening um, and Prepping. Um, so back to where I was trying to tell you about, and what I was trying. I wanted to read to you what she had. Dadgummit. This ain't cool. Uh, the one that I watched just recently it says straining the sweet potato vine tincture. She puts the sweet potato. I was trying to read the. Uh, oh, here it is. Okay. This is what she says about sweet. Of course, she says all the disclaimers and stuff that we all have to say. That she's not a doctor. Blah blah blah. Okay, and then she talks a little bit about herself and what she does, and then she goes into talking about um, plants healing you and all that kind of stuff. We found some turkey tail mushrooms. I'm drying for tea. It is very medicinal. Yes, it is. Just made soup with some oyster mushrooms leaf found Saturday. Did you get the recipe from Holland and Lily? They eat oysters all the time. Okay, this is what she said about the sweet potato leaves provide ascorbic acid, vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin K, B carotene, B6, thiamine, niacin, zinc, riboflavin, iron, folic acid, calcium, and protein. Several studies have proven that this plant is anti-diabetic components. Oh, I'm sorry, has anti-diabetic components that lowers blood glucose content. Now, that's one thing I do have to be careful with because you guys know I'm hypoglycemic. So if I lower mine, it could cause problems. So I have to take this in moderation because of that. You have to know your body and you have to know what you can and can't do when you're taking a tincture or anything for that matter. So, anyway, she says sweet potato leaves are proven to be high in lutein, Lutein, which is supposed to contribute to the prevention of cataracts and age-related macular degeneration in parentheses AMD. It is effective in killing prostate cancer, and extract of sweet potato leaves has found to be extremely toxic to prostate cancer, killing about 90% of the cancerous cells, also slowing the growth of the prostate tumors. It acts as an anti mutagen and tumor suppressor, and it is also active against breast cancer, lung cancer, leukemia, and stomach cancer. This is just a few of the more benefits from this amazing plant. Of course, do your own research to see if this plant is right for your circumstances. And then she gives a dosage that she takes is 45 drops 1 or 2 times a day. Isn't that amazing? I mean, sweet potato vines. Now, let me tell you that that makes me wonder because my when I was giving my rabbits sweet potato vines, they were much healthier. I just lost my female rabbit, and they were much healthier when they were on those. And she was old, but that's the female that I got from Bub when I very first year that I went up there. And I don't know how old she was when Bub gave her to me, you know? I only have one left that Bub gave me, and that's the little gray lion mixture one. No, I made a sample mushroom soup with butter and milk and herbs. It was good though. Yeah. Cool. Glad to hear that, Teresa. So I really haven't done much of nothing. Now, some of you guys know or can remember I told you that I bought some mangolita mango weasels or something like that beets. They're really big fodder beets um that I'm trying to grow, and I've got them. They've all sprouted and starting to grow out there. I think I'm going to put some out front too. See if I can't get them to grow in that little hill type thingy out there. Excuse me. I want to grow as many of them as I can because the chickens will eat them, and they're very good for them. I want to get away from using, if I could go and forage and get enough stuff all the time for my chickens to eat, I would totally get off of all of the commercial products because I just think that they're just too hard on our chickens. We don't know what's mixed up in that stuff. My chickens like meat, they like eggs, they like egg shells. I feed them back their shells. I feed them uh, any leftovers at I feed them so much food that's would normally go to waste. And I want to grow things that will be good for them too. Now that being said, I also seen something that was very interesting to me on TV today. Before this came on, I was on the public broadcasting thing and they were having some kind of, I'm going to go back and watch the whole thing. They were having something about growing and pests and all that kind of stuff, and they brought a guy that was specialized in, oh, I know he's going to start smarting off. Hey, Birdie, that's enough. He won't stop unless I cover him up. He's probably wanting me to get up and feed and water him because I see he's knocked this thingy over on the side. Sorry, guys. Anyways, he was a guy that specialized in getting rid of moles. He said you will not find moles in yards that do not have rich, beautiful soil as much as somebody who has very good, dense, good, fluffy, wormy soil. I did not know that they ate worms. They eat earthworms, guys. Did you guys know that? I thought they ate the roots of my plants. Our chickens done way better than they were free ranging. We have to get this dog trained so we can let them out again. Time to go, everyone. Have a great day. All right, baby. I love you. I'll talk to you later. I had no idea about that of moles. I didn't either. I was totally floored. They're eating all my good worms up out of my yard. What the heck? I thought they just ate my plant roots. I don't know if they eat plant roots too, but he was talking about them eating worms and how they tunnel through the yard. And he said the best way to eradicate them is get the scissor trap and trap it in a long tunnel like. Um, Good. I'm glad to hear that, uh, Teresa. I can't stand them. But they tunnel all throughout my yard. The thing about it is I don't know how a scissors trap will work in my sandy soil. Just saying. This is going to sound really weird, guys, but the best thing you can do for the get rid of them is just juicy fruit gum out of the wrapper in your gardens, and they cut them, can't resist them. Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that before, but I had juicy fruit gum here, but I can't keep David out of it. They eat it and it gets rid of them. Yep, it binds their insides up. Um, so I just can't imagine how them scissors would work in my. It would work in a clay environment, I think, but I can't see it making. Yes, Teresa. That's funny. Now I'm kind of getting nasally. I was sneezing earlier. Now I'm kind of nasally feeling. I hope I'm not getting sick. Every time I start seeing the sunshine, I get sick. And then I get back down into a hole again, financially wise. Oh. um, let's see. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Well, little Jace's birthday turned out really well. I don't think I talked to anybody since the birthday party. David went. I did not get to go. I had to work. Let's see what else has been happening lately. Not much, nothing. Just been working all the time. And praying, praying, praying. I'm praying down some property. Y'all, I'm praying hard. Please, 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 please help me pray for some property. We need some land so that we can both be together instead of working on our own stuff separately. We need to work together and help one another so that we're getting too old to do all this. And his homeowner insurance went skyrocketed, so his house payments are skyrocketed. So y'all need to pray, keep him in your prayers. And I don't know. I just keep thinking, oh Lord, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do next? Just keep on guiding me where I need to be, what I need to do. I gave up my homeowner's insurance because I couldn't afford to pay it. It was ridiculous. Anyways, do we got any prayer requests today? I know we're still praying for Nancy's heart and to get good news on that. I will have to say it has been nice to finally find out that um um one of the channels that I have been very fond of throughout the years came back on and told their story of what's going on in their lives, why they haven't been on a year. And I was very happy to hear that she is doing well, and I just pray for their family. So, yes. Yeah, I know that, Nancy. So, I don't know if Patty's gotten into her house or not yet. I'm pretty sure that she should be moved in. Um, I haven't talked to her in several days. Like I said, I'm just sorry, way too busy, guys. In fact, I've been so busy that I think I will take a nap today. I always say that and never get it done. Yes, she is. What did I say that? I don't know what you meant by yes, she is. We are starting a witnessing program at church, and they gave me a couple ladies to invite to church and witness to. Please pray I can do what the Lord wants me to. Oh, Teresa, I love it. We used to do that. When I was very, I was at the church almost every single day. In fact, there was years when I was at the church every single solitary day when I taught and did daycare and went out. We call it soul winning back then, but it's witnessing, telling people about Christ and how they can know they can go to heaven. Um, and We also had a ministry in our church where Mrs. Thayer and I would go to ladies that had just had a baby. We would get a list from the hospital and of their names, and we would go to their house and give them a little goodie bag and witness to them that way. There's so many beautiful ways that you can minister to families and new families and stuff like that, and elderly people, and there's just so many beautiful ministries that and I really need to get back in church and get back in doing God's will. I'm friends with her on Facebook. She did. Yes. I think you're talking about Bree, right? Awesome. My mom lost another roommate and it upset her terribly. I'm sorry to hear that, Teresa. Patty posted it on Facebook, so I believe it's fine to say something you told. Yes. Um, well, I know she's posted on Facebook and she's had a couple of videos out too. So, but there's other channels that I've been praying for too that have just totally dropped off too. So, Okay, let's see here. I hope I don't forget anybody because I didn't write anything down. Brain dead here. I'm going to go ahead and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time that we've got together, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless everyone in here. I pray that above and beyond everything that your needs have been met for us sharing your word, Lord, and sharing you, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you um stick there with in there with Teresa. Let it be your words being said and not hers, so that the people will come to you and love you and accept you in your heart in their hearts, Lord. And I just thank you, Lord, for allowing her to be able to do such a beautiful ministry. Um, it's always awesome to be able to tell people about you, Lord. And I just hope and pray that you bless this ministry in their church, Lord. Build it and make it strong and faithfully and happy. And Lord, I want to put a special request that you give um, um, Teresa's mom a new person that's going to live for a very long time and become good friends and be compatible with her and them be able to enjoy one another and be able to share your word, Lord, with one another, and that they can grow old together in great friendship, Lord, and her not to have to lose another roommate and it be so hard on the heart, Lord. And I just want to lift up Bree and her family, Lord. I've been praying for them for a long time, and it's nice to know that they're safe and sound and that life is getting better, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless that family and bring them together unitedly and healthy wise. And the other channels that I don't know, I pray, Lord, that you find them in good way and that they've just given up the YouTube thing because that's what they wanted to do is focus on their family and that there's nothing that is um, caused them to give it up that would hurt them or be negative in their lives, Lord. Make sure that it's a positive ending and not something awful, Lord. And I just thank you for sending everyone in my life, Lord. Continue to bless Nancy and give her a great report on her heart. Help her the rest of her body to and to heal and feel better, Lord, and take care of that identity thing. And I pray, Lord, that you take good care of Brenda. I worry about her so dearly. She's been so sick. I pray, Lord, that you um, heal her completely and make her just want to dance that she feels so good, Lord. And also with Sherry, I pray, Lord, that you bless and strengthen her and build her up and um, heal this food problem, Lord. Heal it and let her be able to focus on other things and not have to worry about what she's doing for her body and how her body's rejecting her because of food and how they've treated her and destroyed her uh, with surgeries that they've done, Lord. And I just pray that you strengthen her and make her all better again. I miss her terribly, her and Daryl both. And and I just thank you for the time that we did have with them regularly. And we don't realize what we how close we become until somebody's missing for a while, and we don't know what to do with that time slot. We don't know what to do about them, and I know we can pray for you and for your guidance, but sometimes it's just a little heartening to to see people gone and you miss them. And I just pray, Lord, that you heal me and strengthen me so that I'm not in so much pain. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. It hurts so bad, and I know that you're the only healer. You're the only one that can make it all go away, Lord. And Lord, let me uh, get more knowledge about tincturing and stuff like that, so that I can help myself with what you gave me to use, Lord. And you teach me what I can do for my body to make it feel better. And I ask these things in your precious sweet name. Amen. Um, let's see here. Susie, you're back. uh, there was something else I wanted to pray for, and I just my brain doesn't work sometimes. Somebody else in the community I wanted to pray for. God knows what it is. So are you is Art and Bree question? Yes, yes. Art and Bree. Bree has look them up. She's done a couple of videos. In fact, I was at work yesterday and couldn't watch the live stream, but I'm gonna go and watch the live stream when I get done with here and lay down for a little bit and watch that because I don't feel so great. But um, they've had some struggles. Um, Art has having breakdown, and she went into that in her video the other day, and um, from what I took from it, he is getting better, and only God can heal his heart and his mind. When we snap, when people snap like that, God's the only thing that can heal them. So definitely keep them in your prayers. Uh, they are a wonderful family, and I just no, I don't think so. He's still living on the farm. From what she said, y'all have to watch their video because she needs the income. She needs support and help. Um, and she goes all into that in the video that I watched the other day. But like I said, I haven't watched the live stream. And she put up a post with the two twins, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. I expected these tiny little babies, and oh my goodness, they're all grown up babies. They look so gorgeous in their Christmas outfits. So, anyways, you know, the devil attacks our families, you know, and he does it in ways that is just really sometimes evil hearted. I mean, he is evil. He is evil. But, you know, to mess with somebody's mind is just pure evil. And Art needs all the prayers he can get, and Bree too. So if you would, I would appreciate it. Yes, the devil is to sneak and destroy at all times, all the time. Yes. And it's the little things that the devil does too. It's not it's not even we overlook things that the devil does to us constantly. We overlook it because we think, oh, That was just messed up or something, you know? Um, I don't know. Just and the other thing I wanted to say is you guys please keep my daughter Ashley in your prayers. She needs to be able to get a job that she can financially take care of all of her problems. I now she's having problems getting the money together for her car insurance monthly because she had that accident. They're wanting like 300 something dollars a month. That's like a car payment. I mean, that's crazy. I don't understand how insurances can do that. And uh in order to be able to um what do you call it? I can't even think. And in order for her to have her driver's license, she has to have car insurance. So she's really struggling. So if y'all could keep her in your prayer, I'd greatly appreciate it. That's all we need her to do is be driving around with no insurance and have an accident or something. Because she's young and stupid and stubborn and that's what she'll do. I almost wish I hadn't bought the car for her. Gotta say. I worry about these things. Like in my Facebook post about the that he doesn't always look like a predator. Sometimes he looks harmless but isn't. Exactly, Teresa. And I I'm not going to hang up for a little while because I want to get onto this discussion. It's hard for me to bring up something like Art and Bree because I don't want somebody to think or insinuate that I'm a gossiper because I'm not a gossiper. I try my very best not to gossip. I will listen to somebody's heart when they have a problem and I will try to help them as best as I can what I think God would give me to share with them when they're in turmoil about somebody else. So I try not to gossip. But even gossip can literally tear families apart. And there are families that I know that have literally been torn apart because the pastor or the assistant pastor or the deacons or the teen pastor or the child pastor or the Sunday school teacher or something does something that is not morally right in God's eyes, and everybody else in the church thinks that they're above God and can judge them. Now, I do believe that when somebody has done something um, morally wrong, they should be removed from position. But the devil uses that as a uh, ripping to tear churches apart. The Lord does not distinguish whether or not it's a gossiper, a child molester, or a drunkard, or a uh, liar, or a thief, or anything. God does not discern. Sin is sin, is sin is sin. We all have to be forgiven. Every day when I get behind the wheel in my car, I have to remind myself, Catherine, don't speed. You're sinning when you're speeding because I'm breaking the law. The Lord tells us to abide by the law of the land unless it goes against Him. That's my interpretation. That's what I believe. That's what I believe that the Bible has told me. I can't go to the passages and tell you, but I'm just saying. Um, sorry, I have to call that one back. Um, so um, so and that's the devil because I'm talking about the devil. He's, I mean, that call's not the devil, but the phone is trying to keep me from saying what I'm trying to say. None of us, even though we can look at a certain circumstance and say, that's not right, that's not biblical, that's not the right thing, that's not what God wants us to do. We're really not the judge and jury. That's God's thing. And some major things have happened that have really shook my world. And literally, people for over 30 years that's been uh, people that I look up to and I admire and I get my words of wisdom, sermons, and a lot of things have hurt my heart. And I'm doing my very best not to judge them. But we all need a forgiving heart. And it is so hard to lay down painful hurt when you know that hurt came from the devil and not from God. Does that make sense? I'm like, I don't know how I ended up going off on this. Let's see. Yes, indeed, Teresa comes in like a knight in shining armor too. Yes, yes, yes. The devil is sneaking in as much as he is jumping up and down in front of us. He will do whatever he can to destroy God's people. Yep. And tearing God's people apart by people's judgment of what's happened is also really sad. Very true. This year I am going to start in the morning with Anastasia and start learning the Bible and a Bible verse each week. Very good. That's going you're the devil's going to try to work on that, Nancy. So just make sure that the Bible verses that you're using, take it from my experience. Make sure that the Bible verses that you're using are uplifting and not judgmental about something that she may be doing wrong. Oh my word. The devil has really been after preachers worse than ever. Yes, he is. Because that's who we get fed by. That's who God gives the words of encouragement and love and chastisement through their preaching for us to get our hearts right. How else is the devil going to get what he's doing? How is that's the easiest way he can do is to hurt our pastors. I'm serious. And everybody wants to say, "Oh yeah, I don't go to that church because all they want is money, money, money." Well, you know what? It hurts me to hear somebody say that because it takes money to open the doors for us to be able to sit in there, to sit in nice cool places, to be able to do things that is hurting us. People should be giving of their tithes and offerings and not complaining about people, the church wanting money all the time. Whereas the ministries don't get paid for without us paying for them. I don't know where that came from, but I had to add that in there too. I get really flustered. Uh, hadn't really thought about this speeding. Geez, Kathy, I sin at least twice a day. I do too, Teresa. Every time I get behind the wheel, I have to tell myself, slow down, slow down. I know he is really does, but we are going to do this anyway, right in the devil's face. That's right. Oh, yes, we have Bible verses everywhere, but I want to teach her more. Exactly. Well, this phone is not going to stop dinging. Um, she is sending me lots of texts about Walt, so I'm going to have to get off of here and address this. So you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day, and thank you for letting me vent. Sometimes I get a little. I try not to be too preachy or too anything on here. I just pray for people and keep my judgments or my not my judgments because I'm trying not to judge people, but I try to keep my opinions so that they'll help people instead of hinder their hearts. So we read the Bible every night from the Action Bible, but want to do more. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys. You guys have a great day, and I will see you on Wednesday night. Bye now.